Hi, this is Suchitra Krishnamoorthi and you're watching Bollywood Hungama.
Okay, and you've also subsequently tweeted posts that for all those calling me sexist, I would have said some
absolutely,
same thing
you know, if I had an architect come to me
and six-pack.
If an architect comes to me flashing his abs and his six-pack and his muscles, I won't hire him. Simple. Because I think every profession has to have a demeanor, a certain dignity, a certain thing that goes with it. So even if an architect behaved like that, or you know, or an architect came to me in like in a very low-cut blouse, I would not feel comfortable hiring her, because I'll be like, you know, show me the work you've done. Why are you dressing like this? And I have no problem. Go to a party like that. But I think every profession has to have a code of conduct, and the code of conduct that includes the way you dress, the way you speak, the way you present yourself, your thoughts, everything. You know, you can't say, "Main aise kapde pehnti hu, but actually main bahut, you know, conservative hu." Means what?
But don't you think that these lines are blurring? Because like if you notice how Barack Obama gives his speeches, it's like very informal. Recently as well, when he just
absolutely, things are changing.
It's not like the traditional the way the politicians tend to do. He was absolutely candid, and if you may have seen his recent.
Do you want to see Barack Obama give a speech in a ganji? I don't.
We are not talking about the ganjis either, no, but still, like in the sense he's known to play basketball, and he just he does very normal things as such. Which is, I think the stereotypes are somewhere I think even changing in India to some extent.
Are gradually changing, but mind you, our Indian female politicians are still in Bangala, you know. I think that has to completely change.
Right.
But it's a process. It'll take time.
But don't you think that it will be said that you being a woman and you're saying in a way it is a bit regressive as well? Don't you think so?
I think, you know, not just as a woman, but I would always tell my daughter to be careful in the way she dressed.
Right.
And not in terms of being conservative. I mean, there's nothing wrong in, you know, you can wear your neckline as low as you want it to be, but there is always going to be a reaction, and you have to be bold enough to take that reaction. Everybody has the right to dress how they want, to say what they want, to do everything, but there is always going to be a reaction to your action. And I will even caution my daughter about that. I caution myself about it. I caution my friends about it.
Okay, now talking about Drama Queen, for example, I've read the book, very interestingly written, and there is I think very interesting shades of humor in that as well. But you know, you're talking about yourself. You're very candid about it. You've taken actual names, be it like a Karan Johar, and you've taken your how you proposition to Ramgopal Verma, and in his trademark style, he just totally backed out the way only he can.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
and make sure that I never approached him again for the same thing.
Exactly. And I never looked at it at you in that manner, and I look at women in a certain way. You made it very categorical. So we can totally understand that. But at the same time, you know, if you read the book, at the same time, you're also post your separation from Mr. Kapoor. You're also, you know, looking for like a you know, some sort of intimacy with a man, be it like as a friend, and it turns out into physical intimacy as well. But you know, if you read it, I personally wouldn't judge it, because I think it's a very natural progression somehow. But don't you think that there will be people who will be judging that as well?
Of course, you know, and it's the prerogative of everybody to judge. There are people who have said, "Oh my God, I love it." They've come and clutched mad and said that I identify with it. So get it. You know, you've talked about what we could never have talked about. Some people have said, like, you know, shame on you, and how can you talk about such things? And so every reaction is valid, and it's fine. And as an artist, I have to be true to myself. I cannot be creating a work of art saying that, you know, out of 100 I need 95 or 96 to like it. So then if I put this, then 96 will like it. If I take this out, then 95 will like it. You have to be true to your own art. In fact, when I wrote the book, I just hope that I won't be laughed out of, you know, kingdom come, literally. I was like, yeah, because it's like I wanted people to laugh with me, not at me, you know. So it was a risk I took, and it was a book that once I started writing, it kind of wrote itself. And I actually toyed with the idea of not publishing it at one point, because my parents especially thought it's a bit bold. But I said, listen, you know, as an artist, I've written it and I would like it to come out. So then that's how I got it out. But the thing is, you cannot, you know, dar ke karo, to you cannot be an artist and a people pleaser at the same time. I don't think so. And I'm not, I mean, I'm certainly not writing a book for commerce, you know. My watchman earns more, you know, literally. Publishing, there's no money. So it's purely for the artistic joy of it. So if you can't do what you want to do, or what you think is, you know, correct for yourself as an artist, then there's no point.